Jay Smith always wanted to be a cattle rancher, and Chyenne Smith had a lifelong passion for riding horses. Over 15 years ago, the two met in Salmon, and together they realized their dreams on the J. Lazy S. Angus Ranch.
We started from scratch, and we couldn't have done it without the right partnership.
It was an adventure for me, and it meant that I could ride horses a lot, so it was a good fit.
Even though Jay grew up in a family with ties to ranching in Carmon Creek, he wasn't in line to inherit a ranch. So he studied business and agriculture at the University of Idaho and went to work for Carl Tyler Chevrolet. Jay put himself through college as an auto mechanic. Chyenne, a native of Roundup, Montana, studied art and visual communications at a college in Colorado, but she started her own construction business after finishing school. By the time the two met, Jay was already starting a small-scale cattle operation in the Carmon Creek Valley. Jay took Chyenne for a long horseback ride to see the Salmon River country from high above the valley. He put her on a good riding horse that an experienced rider like Chyenne could enjoy.
The horse thing cinched it.
They got married in 2005, but then they needed to buy a ranch, expand the operation. For most people in their late 20s and early 30s, you can't go out and buy a ranch. It's way too expensive, multi-millions. But Jay and Chyenne were passionate about their dream. Suddenly, it all fell into place.
This guy that had this ranch needed it hayed, and so it just was like fate. It was almost like meeting Jay. It just happened. We came down here, he did the hay. He said, "Don't you guys have a ranch?" And we said, "No," and he just decided that we needed to have this ranch. And so it was a matter of figuring out how we were going to pay for it still, but
Sure.
He really wanted us to have the ranch.
Jay and Chyenne bought the ranch in 2006. They registered their brand as the J. Lazy S. Angus Ranch. They built up their cattle operation to the point where they run about 160 head of leased cattle and about 160 head of registered Angus cattle on 475 acres of private and leased land. The Smiths also run cattle on the BLM Badger Springs allotment to the east of their ranch, BLM Range in the Salmon River bottoms, and on the Diamond Moose allotment, high above in the Salmon Chalice National Forest to the west. Jay and Chyenne love their life on the ranch.
First and foremost, it's how I always wanted to raise my family. Wide open spaces and a work ethic and a care for your animals, you know, chores. I was raised this way. I wanted that for my children.
Jay and Chyenne have two daughters, Karma, 12, and Clara, 9.
I love all of it. I love the whole package. I like being able to be way outside in the wilderness and the trees with the cattle and the riding. I like watching the crops grow, the hay. I like raising the horses, the puppies, the chickens, the cats. It's just, it's all pretty nice.
An overarching theme that permeates the J. Lazy S. Angus Ranch operation is to always strive to make things better.
I love a continual challenge. And in the cattle business, you can always make your cattle better, you can always make your range better, you can always make your crops better. The challenges are never done. You can go as deep into the science and as hard into the work as you want, and there's more than you can handle again tomorrow. And I enjoy that. You know, I like to have a challenge in front of me every day.
The Life on the Range video crew followed the Smith family for a year to learn about animal husbandry, range stewardship, water conservation, and wolves. In the process, we saw how Jay and Chyenne's ties to their family, friends, and community all contribute to the overall success of a family business. Let's tag along with the Smith family on their daily adventure of raising cattle in one of the most beautiful places on earth, Salmon, Idaho.